Namaste everyone. Sit in any comfortable position of your choice. I am just simply taking this position, alright? Or you can also sit in Sukhasana or any other asana of your choice. We will just sit straight, be comfortable today. Keep your eyes closed, your spine straight, shoulders and buttocks straight in line. Relax your back. And with a beautiful smile on our faces, let's start with the prayer. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukh Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We will do Omkar 3 times, elongating Akar, Omkar and Makar respectively. Take a deep breath in. Feel the vibrations of Omkar within and surrounding your body. Let's do palming with both our palms. Give a good friction to your palms. Whatever warmth and energy is produced, give it to your eyes. Spread it down on your face, your head, neck, chest, abdomen, upper back, lower back, buttocks and full legs, shoulders and full hands, and slowly open your eyes. Namaste everyone. Let's start with the first passive stretch. Interlock your fingers. Slowly push your chin up, looking up, feeling the stretch. Exhale, interlocked fingers behind the head. Slowly push your chin down and inhale once again, up. Exhale and down. Inhale, slowly up. Exhale and down. Now we'll go ahead with the next stretch. Your right palm exactly on the left ear and slowly try to push your right ear closer to the right shoulder. In a similar manner, we will repeat the same on the other side as well and feel the stretch. Now hold your left wrist with the right palm and slowly go on your right side. Keep on pulsing on the right side, giving a good side stretch to oneself. And now we will change the hand and the side as well. Keep on pulsing on the other side. Keep on feeling the stretch. Keep on breathing normally. The most important thing is to feel the stretch and of course, keep on breathing. Now we go ahead with the next movement, finger movement. From the smallest finger till the thumb you will bend it, and then from the thumb till the smallest finger you will open it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now make a fist with both your palms and slowly rotate it circular or clockwise and then on the reverse side. Now place your palms on your shoulders and open them up. Keep on repeating this movement for 5 times. Now slowly open your palms and make circle with your palms, clockwise circles with both the hands from the shoulder till the palm. You'll keep on making the circles. Keep on repeating it. Now reverse. I'm sure you might be feeling some strain on your shoulders and biceps, triceps at this point of time. And now just shake your hands. Shakey wakey. Shake it properly. Now, slowly go to the end of the mat. Interlock your fingers. Stretch your hands up. Go on your toes and walk with your toes till the front part of the mat. You will take small steps. And then interlock your fingers at the back, stretching your hands behind. Slowly walk on your heels till the end of the mat. Again, interlock your fingers, inhale, up on your toes, walk till the front part of the mat. Again, interlock your fingers, stretch it at the back and slowly walk on your heels till the end of the mat. Once again, interlock your fingers on your toes, walk till the front part of the mat. Keep your fingers interlocked, slowly stretch your hands properly and on the heel, walk till the end part of the mat. Now, slowly place your palms on your mat, bending your knees or softening your knees. Go to the Phalakasana. Once again, walk with your feet and come forward in Padhastasana. Now place your palms behind, supporting your back, your butts properly and slowly bend forward 90-degree angle, Ardha Uttanasana. And inhale, give a good back or extension to your spine. Again, slowly bend forward, exhale, inhale, give a back arc and extension to your spine. As per your ability, again exhale forward, inhale and slowly back. Again, exhale forward, inhale and back. Feel a good movement in your spine. Exhale forward, inhale, back. Exhale forward. Slowly placing your palms down, take your right foot behind on your toes, placing your right knee down, left foot forward. Now you're supposed to flatten your right foot. Slowly pushing your butt forward. Stay there in Anjaneya Asana. Placing your palms in the center, we will go for Ardha Hanumanasana or half split pose. Stay here. If you feel that beyond this, if you just bend forward, your knees bend, then stay there, stay halfway through. And if you feel your knees are staying straight, you're supposed to try to touch your chin down on the knee. Go to Anjaneya Asana and once again go to half split pose, that is Ardha Hanumanasana. Again Anjaneya Asana. Again go to half split pose, Ardha Hanumanasana. Anjaneya Asana. Ardha Hanuman Asana. Anjaneya Asana. Ardha Hanuman Asana. Every time you go to Anjaneya Asana, you're supposed to inhale, and in Ardha Hanuman Asana, you're supposed to exhale. Now lift, take your knee off the floor, place your palms properly on the mat, your fingertips down, and keep on pulsing your knee down. And if you're confident enough, you feel that you're finding balance, then you can probably just place your palms on your waist and take your knee up and down. Take your knee up and down. giving a good strength in your thighs, strengthening your quads and stretching your thighs also. Place your palms down once again. Go to Falakasana. Take your right foot forward this time. If you aren't able to take it forward properly, you can always use the hand support the way I've shown in the video, and just flatten your left foot. Slowly push your butts forward, properly stretching yourself, placing your palms in the center, your fingertips in the center. We'll go to half split pose and then Anjaneya Asana. Again we will go to Ardha Hanuman Asana, and then again we will go to Anjaneya Asana. Exhale, go for Ardha Hanuman Asana. Inhale, go for Anjaneya Asana. We will repeat this: Ardha Hanuman Asana, Anjaneya Asana, Ardha Hanuman Asana and Anjaneya Asana. Now once again, go on curl up your toes, curl up your toe of the left foot, and slowly finding balance, placing your palms on the waist, we will drop the knee on the floor and take it off the floor. Drop it on the floor, take it off the floor. Keep on repeating this. Now, placing palms on the front side, we will directly go to wide-legged forward fold position, Prasarita Padottanasana. Stay here, feel the stretch, and again, if you cannot go down properly the way I have done, it's absolutely fine. Do not get disheartened, just place your palms, stay halfway through this way, and that's it. Once again, now bend your left foot, turn your left foot on the left side, and then the right foot will remain straight. Spread your hands, palms parallel to the shoulder, bend your left knee, keeping it 90-degree angle stacked above exactly your left heel. Stay here in Warrior 2. From there we will go to Warrior 1, again Warrior 2, Veerbhadrasana 1 and Veerbhadrasana 2. You're supposed to go to Warrior 1 and again Warrior 2. Keep on repeating this, giving a good twist to our torso, our upper body, and again getting back to Warrior. All these standing positions, Warrior variations, Trikonasana variations are very good for gut health. Now from here, we will interlock our fingers in the back side, keeping our knee bent the 90-degree angle. We will try to touch the forehead down. That is great if you are able to touch the forehead down. If not, you can definitely go halfway through and try balancing over there. Make sure both your feet are on the floor, placed properly, trying to distribute equal weight amongst both your legs. Now we will shift on the other side, repeat both the asanas again. Again we will go for Warrior 2. So again, turn your right foot on the right side, left foot will remain straight. Inhale, raise your hands up, palms parallel to the shoulders, and from there we will directly go for Warrior 1. So now, after holding in Warrior 2 for a while, you can also go for 40. See, if you feel, then you can also turn your other leg to 45 degrees, okay, or either you can keep it straight. Now we'll go for transition of Warrior number 1 to Warrior 2. That is Veerbhadrasana 1 to Veerbhadrasana 2. Keep on repeating this. Twist up, join your palms together, and again forward. Again twist, join your palms together, and stay there for a while, for a few counts, feeling the stretch, feeling the position, feeling the strength in your feet. Slowly leave that position. From here, interlock your fingers at the back side. We will now go for Humble Warrior. I'm going halfway through because I'm unable to touch my forehead down on this side. As you can see, it depends. The flexibility depends on the side as well. Stay over there for a few breaths, feeling the stretch, making yourself comfortable in the position. Slowly inhale in up. Now, once again turn your left foot on the left side, right foot 45 degrees on your left side, the way I've shown over here. Slowly try dropping your upper body down, keeping your back straight, spine extended. Try to touch your chin down on the knee without bending your leg from the knee. We are placing our palms down or fingertips down just to support ourselves. You can also stay halfway through and place pillows below your palms if you feel that you aren't able to reach down. I'm staying here and feeling the stretch in my hamstrings in Parshvottanasana. Again, we will repeat it on the other side. I'm just placing my palms in a different direction, making it look a little funky. But the position is same. You can definitely place your palms the way you wish to. From here, once again, placing palms beside your foot. We are just taking it, we're just getting back to the plank pose. Slowly dropping our knees down, placing our elbow and our palms, making a fist down on the floor as shown over here, going to low plank, and then turn on the low plank, low side plank on the left side and on the right side. Keep on shifting the balance on the left side and again on your right side. This is super fun to do, and if you feel that you aren't confident enough to gain balance and your arms are not having that much of strength, you can definitely place your knees down and repeat the same kind of action. Now place your knees down, place your palms down on the floor. Getting back to Marjari Asana, we will go for spine circles in Marjari. So again, go for circular rotations with your spine from right to left. Just moving our spine a little bit. And reverse, anti-clockwise. Keep on breathing normally, as I told you. In such tricky movements where you're not looking down, not getting up, you are supposed to breathe normally. Now from here, curl your toes up. Slowly take your right foot back exactly behind the right knee, and left foot you're supposed to straighten it up. Take your left foot off the floor and slowly keep on pulsing it up and down as I have shown over here. This exercise will work on your thighs, strengthening your glutes and your quads. Now once again we will swap the side, this time placing our other foot behind the same knee and straightening our right leg. Placing our palm on the waist, we will keep on pulsing it up and down. Now once we are done with that, once again we will get back to Marjari Asana. Slowly lie down on the prone position. Now you are supposed to take your palms off the floor, elbows off the floor as I've shown over here. Slowly lift up your upper body, upper body till torso. Lift up your chin and your torso. Make sure your feet or your toes are completely placed on the mat. Slowly keep on pulsing up and down. Once again, up and down. Bhujangasana pulses up and down. Strengthening your shoulders, strengthening your biceps, triceps, strengthening your back, especially your spine. And now you're supposed to stay here for a few breaths in this particular position. Keep on breathing normally. Place your palms down and again get back to Marjari. Slowly jump to Mallasana and now go for tabletop. So you're supposed to lift your butt off the floor, placing your palms behind. Lift it up and drop your butt down. Again inhale, lift it up. Exhale, drop your butt down. Every time you drop your butt down, there should be kind of an M shape formed. Again lift it up, lift your butt up, engaging your glutes and thighs. Stay here for a few breaths. And exhale, place your butt down. Now straighten your legs. You're supposed to go for Paschimottanasana. It's fine if you cannot reach out your palms or your fingers to the toes. It's fine. If you cannot go for Purna Paschimottanasana, just stay halfway through and don't touch your palms on the feet if they aren't able to touch the feet. It's fine. Now from here we will just roll back to Halasana. Again we will go for Paschimottanasana. Again we will go for Halasana and then Paschimottanasana. Inhale, exhale and Halasana. Inhale, exhale and Paschimottanasana. This rolling is very good. All those who aren't able to do Halasana very well, by rolling forward and backward you will be able to achieve your Halasana early. Now slowly lie down on the mat, placing your palms beside your thighs. Slowly lift up your legs up to 90 degrees, and from there you're supposed to make circles from down to up. Broaden your legs, make circles like this. Join your feet, take them down 30 degrees and broaden your legs, take them up again, join your feet. You're supposed to make circles like this, inside out. Strengthening your core, strengthening your thighs. Now once again 90 degrees, we are going for reverse. Okay, so again broaden your legs, bring them together and up. So it is kind of circles inside out from the top. You are supposed to go from outside to inside, making circles, feeling the strength in your quads and your core. Slowly join your feet together in the butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana position. Inhale, slowly lift up your butts, keep your feet joined and down. Again, slowly raise your butts up and down. Again, inhale, raise your butts up, exhale down. Again, inhale, raise your butts up, exhale down. Make sure that your feet are joined together and you are still repeating this action. Inhale, raise your butts up, exhale down. Now turn on the left side and lie down in the prone position once again, interlocking your fingers, place it below your forehead and slowly try bringing your heels closer to the butts. Now you're supposed to turn on the left side and right side. You can definitely repeat this at the fastest speed. So take your feet on the left side and on the right side without lifting up your head off the interlocked fingers. Keep on repeating this. It's very good exercise. It's very good for back. It's also very good for people who are like little bothered about the excess fat around their belly. But of course, doing this just for 10-20 times, it would not give the exact results as you really wish them to. Keep on flipping on the left side and the right side. It's a very fun type of an activity. If you slide down, it's absolutely fine, don't bother much. Now we are directly going to Makarasana. Place your one palm over the other, spread your feet, your heels inside and your toes outside, and stay here. Keep on breathing normally, make yourself comfortable in this position. Focus on your breath. Just relax yourself for a while. Just scan through the practice you've done. Be thankful to your body, be thankful to your mind, and a beautiful soul residing within you. Slowly bring your feet together. Taking the help of your palms, your hands, turn on your left side. Stay there for a while. Slowly taking support of your hands, sit in Sukhasana. making yourself comfortable. Join your palms together, rub them well. Whatever warmth and energy is produced, give it to your eyes. Slowly open your eyes within and slide your hands down. Thank you so much.